Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Cartooning with Paul. I'm excited about this one. Today, we're going to utilize the tips, tricks, and techniques that I've learned throughout the years. And let's see if we can't get you to learn to draw the minions like a pro. Come on, let's get started. Alright guys, like I said, kind of excited about this one. Whenever I teach my cartooning classes to the elementary kids, they love drawing the minions. So I thought, let's do it here. Why not? So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a circle, and I'm going to put one up here. You're going to see why in a minute. Okay, so I got this circle up here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw pill shape, just like this. Okay, so it's two circles, and I've got these lines that connect it. And I'm going to go to this top circle, and I'm going to draw in a nice curved horizontal axis line. And as you know, that's where we figure out where our eye line is going to go. So this character is clearly going to be a tall one. That's because we're going to be drawing Kevin right here. Okay, so here's the shape for Kevin. But you'll notice I left some space here because I thought we'd draw two minions so that you can see the difference in how we draw the different shapes and sizes for these characters. So here, we're going to draw in a circle right here, just like this, okay? Now, mine's going to overlap a little bit. Yours doesn't have to, okay? So I've got this shape here, and I'm going to draw in line with this. I'm going to draw in another circle just like that. You'll notice that this is a little lower resting, and I'm going to draw in my vertical axis line right here to the side. And I'm going to draw my horizontal axis line like this. You see I've got it on a fun angle here, because right here we're going to draw in Bob. So, we've got this as a pill shape now. We got that as a pill shape. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with this character here. So, we've got Kevin, right? What we're going to do is we're going to draw in not a perfect circle because he's going to be facing in a direction. So we're going to make it almost like an oval here. It's not exactly a perfect circle. It's going to be off to the side a little. And then we're going to draw another one right here. This circle is a little thinner than this one because we need to push the perspective. So this one's going to be a little smaller because we're facing in that direction. Then I will put in some circle shapes inside of that because we're obviously drawing in the goggles. So we're going to draw those shapes inside the other shapes. And that leaves us with this cool goggle shape here. Okay, we're going to give the strap to the goggles here like that. And I'm just going to darken in ever so slightly the top of that shape. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is, from here, figure out where his overall should go. Now, Kevin is a taller minion, so we're going to throw in the top of the overalls here. In the front of the overalls, get this area for the front. I'm going to draw in a rectangle. And from that rectangle, finish that line off right about here. This area is clearly going to be covered by this minion, so I'm not going to worry about that just yet. But if I have to fill that in, I can later. So we're going to give him his overall straps. You got to continue it in so we can go around that button. The same thing will go with this side. Round button there. And then inside this rectangle, we're going to draw in very lightly another rectangle. But when I darken in the lines for this, because this is the pocket of the overalls, I'm going to round out the bottom corners, just like this. And then, when I darken it in, it's going to be like almost like a U shape. Okay. Now the kids love to draw in that GRU symbol. And the GRU symbol is a circle. And inside that circle, we have a sideways square or a diamond shape. Okay? And then inside that, we have another circle. And then we go into that circle. I'm going to cut into this just like that. And we're going to turn this shape into a G. And then, we can shade that in. All right. So from here, I'm going to flatten out the bottom of this circular shape here. And I'm going to throw in his pants. An oval like this. And a longer oval like that. Flatten out the bottom of that oval. There's one shoe. And then we'll flatten out the bottom there. There's another shoe. Really push the fact that he's wearing pants here. And that's all there is to that. And now we've got to put in his arms. So the image that I'm using as reference for this drawing, he has one hand down. The arm is down here, just like this, just kind of off to the side. And he's making a fist with this hand. So we're going to give him some gloves. And then to make a fist, well, this particular fist, we're going to draw a line like this, bring a curved line in like that, and then turn that into almost like a square shape here, just like that. Okay, I think we've got that covered. And Kevin, his mouth will go right about halfway up from here to here. So about halfway will be right about here. And he's got this nice confident smile. Just like that. And because Kevin has so much confidence, we show confidence in his eyes by giving him some eyelids that are going to cover half of his iris and pupil. So we're going to take a line and we're just going to bring it down here just like that. give him his pupil, leave some area for the light reflection. And I'm not going to worry too much about this right now because we're going to go back and we're going to clean this up. But we can't forget Kevin has some cool head of hair up here. All right. So we've got Kevin down. Now let's dive into Bob. Now Bob is significantly shorter than Kevin, right? So we're going to push that a little bit more in our drawing here. So we've got this initial shape here, but I'm going to bring it in a little bit more because I think he's really about this tall from Kevin. So I've got that initial shape going. Now it's time to give him his goggles. So we got a nice round circle here and a nice round circle here. And we'll finish off the strap of his goggles like so. And then like before, we'll go into the goggle shapes with more circles. That gives us an idea of where his eyes are going to go. Okay, now we're going to give some area for his mouth, and we're going to figure out where his overalls go, just like here. And now because he's a more squatty character, his overalls are going to be shaped a little differently. They're the same basic premise, but instead of Kevin's rectangle like this one's going to be a little shorter of a rectangle. And then we continue off into the side of his seat there. And we're going to squat him down considerably. Okay. His arm, again, the photo I'm using for reference, we have his arm with his hand raised up high. That's why we have this angle here, because his arm is kind of stretched out. Okay. And what he's doing is he's holding his hand up like he's saying hello. So we've got a circle for the main part of his hand, right? And then we're going to give him his 2 fingers and his thumb. So one finger, we're going to give him a round circle here and a round circle here, and then we will connect it just like this. Okay. And his thumb, got an oval here, and we're going to connect the oval like this. Because he's wearing those lab gloves, come out just like that. So he's waving hello. So because he's doing that, we're going to stretch out his overall strap so that it reaches up just like that. Give him the circle for the button. And now remember, we didn't finish Kevin's side because Bob is overlapping. So we're going to push this a little bit. We're going to give him his other button here, which will show us where that strap goes. And the strap come around the side there. So now that I know where that goes, I can put in the side of his overalls on this side. Okay. And I'm not going to draw in the other hand. I want his other hand to be like behind Kevin. So they've got like a side hug going on. Okay. Now we want to make sure that it looks like they're in the same space. So I want to make sure that the bottom of his feet are in line with the bottom of Kevin's. So with that in mind, I'm going to draw in one shoe like that, and the other shoe going to be facing us, just like so. Now I know where to put in his pant leg and his other pant leg. Now we have to do what we did here and throw in Bob's overalls pocket. And it has to match the rest of his character, so it's going to be a little squattier, right? It's going to be squished down a little bit. Just like before, we got our circle, we have our diamond shape, a circle, and then we cut into that and make that a G for Gru. Okay. Then, because Bob is an excitable character, he likes to smile big with his mouth. So what we're going to do, I'm going to give him a smile line, and then we're going to open his mouth up. Just like this. Now the corners of his mouth, I love this about the character designs for Illumination Studios. The corners of his mouth are not sharp, they're rounded. Both ends. These rounded looking smile. And then we have to put in the teeth. Now again, with Illuminations designs, the teeth are rounded, just like so. Okay, now let's go back into those goggles. Now, let's give him the eyes. I'm not going to draw in the darker lines yet. Let me wait until I do that with my marker. So now Bob, we want to make sure that Bob is looking at us. And if he's looking over to the side, his eyes need to be turned into us. So we've got the irises here, and then inside there we have his pupils. I'm not going to throw in any eyelids for him because he's in an excited pose. He's happy to see you, so his eyes are wide open. All right, now we're ready to ink this in and clean this up. Okay, and now that they've been erased, I'm going to put in a shadow. Nothing too crazy. I'm just doing this just to make the drawing a little more interesting. Just like that. And then we sign it. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Also, you might want to check out some of my other videos right here. Hope you enjoyed cartooning with Paul, and until then, we'll see you later.